Good afternoon everyone and welcome back to Crucible Chat. Yes, it's Saturday, it's that time of the week where I get to talk about whatever the fuck it is I want. And look, it's me this time. Yes, of course the last 2 weeks I want to have a big thank you first to Bansaw the Hedgehog and Nelly Lass who stepped in with 2 cracking Crucible Chats. I know a lot of people who watch those videos went over to them, give them a subscribe, and thank you for doing that, getting them just higher and more exposure. It's just all lovely and warm and fluffy, isn't it? Anyway, before we get started, in the background here we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and this is actually good gameplay. I go 24 for 10. Yes, Robbie, Bipolar Bear, I can play this game. Haha! Anyway, sorry, he crabs me about how bad I am at Call of Duty. Anyway, yes, what I want to talk to you guys about today is, well, if you've been living under a rock, YouTube Gaming came out this week. It's YouTube's attempt at taking on Twitch. And I wanted to just kind of talk about this because I have some thoughts on it. Now, I've been trying to use it all week. You know, on and off, just checking out videos, checking out streams. And one thing that I'm finding, and one thing that I'm struggling with, is the point of it. Yes. I don't really see the point of it. I know why they've done it. Basically, if you don't remember, last year YouTube tried to acquire Twitch, or Google tried to acquire Twitch. And the assumption at the time was they were going to take Twitch and they were just going to kind of all put it in the old mixing pot and it would become part of YouTube. But that didn't happen. Someone else bought Twitch out instead. Now, YouTube obviously want a bit of this streaming party. I mean, for ages you've actually been able to do live events through YouTube. But it's always been kind of really fiddly, really complicated. I tried to set up a live event. I wanted to live stream my Bloodborne unboxing. But it just confused the fuck out of me. I had no idea how to get it all set up. So yeah, it kind of went by the wayside. Not a lot of people were using it. In fact, I've only ever seen maybe TGN and there's a YouTuber I follow called Christopher Rod. I think up until now they were the only ones I'd ever seen actually use YouTube streaming over Twitch. Right, instead of Twitch rather, I should say, like choosing one over the other. But I've been using YouTube Gaming. I've been using the Android app this week on my phone, just trying to watch a few streams, and it doesn't really present any better service than Twitch. The only difference is, it's easier to, obviously, if you're a YouTuber rather than a streamer, it's like directly tied to your subscribers, so they get a notification or a message when you go streaming, and that's kind of the only difference. And further to that, like when you look at the promoted side of it, nothing has changed in terms of YouTube is still pushing the big boys, you know, the people who get hundreds of thousands of viewers on their streams. Just in the same way that the YouTube app kind of always promotes bigger videos, bigger YouTubers. You know, us little guys down below the 1,000 subs mark, we really just generally don't get a look in on it. And it is kind of the same for YouTube Gaming, which basically, to me, means there is no difference. There is no difference to the service. The only thing that I found as a positive was that the actual app that you watch on your phone, is so much better than the Twitch app. It's obviously based on the YouTube app, but yeah, the Twitch app, especially on Android, I don't know what it's like on iPhone, because I haven't used it on iPhone, but on Android it's awful, it's slow, it crashes, it's god almighty awful, and you get the unskippable 30-second long ads, and So yeah, I mean, I guess I was looking into it, so for people who are streaming over YouTube, obviously if you're YouTube partnered, like the vast majority of us are, you know, we run ads against our videos, we make a few pennies a month, that kind of thing. The YouTube Gaming will stream ads like when you log into it, I think, eventually. So if you've got an AdSense account or you partner with a network, then obviously you're going to get the revenue from that, whereas with Twitch, to actually monetize your streams, you've got to be invited to their partner program, and to do that you've got to have like 3 streams a week that all get over 500 viewers and shit like that, and then you get a donate button and a subscribe button. Ugh, it's a whole fucking mess. It seems like a lot more work than it's worth, to be fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like streaming. I've done it a few times. The problem is my internet connection is not really up to it. I can stream from my PlayStation at about 460p or whatever it is, 360p. And it's reasonable quality, but it's now Flash. I think the problem I also have is I don't know if this is just for me or for other people who notice this, But streaming through the PS4 Twitch app is shit. It's fucking awful. It really is dire. Now, apparently with PS4 firmware 3, YouTube gaming is going to be a part of this, so you can live stream from YouTube, which is great because then it means I don't have to fuck on with settings. I can just press the share button and select it and it'll go. Now, I don't know if it's going to make life easier for me or life better, or if like tracking comments is going to be easier, or whatever. But to me, I still don't see the point of YouTube gaming. Twitch has a pretty good service as it is. Yeah, the website's a bit shonky and the media player's a bit shit. But the actual service that they put out is pretty good. The problem is neither service really caters that well to the small guys. I mean, I've got, well, maybe, I think 30 to 50 followers on Twitch. That's because I only stream occasionally. I can only stream when I can be bothered, really. But even then, most of the one I'm playing at the minute is stuff like Call of Duty, which is like multiplayer stuff. Now, if I stream, I either get a laggy game or I get a laggy stream. So basically, everybody gets pissed off. There's no point for me to do it. But that's down to my internet more than anything. But like I say, the Twitch service on the PlayStation is shit. And I don't want to have to buy an Elgato and then run it through my computer. And I've tried streaming from my computer before. In fact, I did try to set up YouTube gaming, because things like Expert Wirecast and the Elgato software now have been updated. This is actually a good thing. You don't previously you used to have to like get a stream key and a password, and then set up your bit rates and all that kind of thing. And I tried the free demo of Wirecast for the Mac the other day, and it came out and it was really good actually in this respect, because logged into my YouTube account, into like my Google account, selected my YouTube channel, and then it came up with a recommended setting. Now I ignored that, of course. I tried to go for an HD stream. I tried streaming Darkest Dungeon, and I was getting a rather apt 6.66 frames a second, which that's unwatchable. However, it did amuse me at the time. But I think what YouTube are trying to do, and possibly because it's early days, I'm only seeing the negatives here, but there are some things that they're putting in which could be good. Like I say, this ability with applications just to sign into your Google account, and then you don't have to worry about setting up settings. Like I said, I've only tried it on Wirecast. Obviously, XSplit's not on the Mac, and I don't have an Elgato, so I'm not even bothering with that. But there seems to be a few things that they're trying to do to make it better than Twitch, but at the end of the day, Twitch is so dominant in the market. Even if YouTube gets it all right and puts it out there as a fantastic package, I still think it's going to fail. I mean, remember Google? They did Google Plus. Yeah, I use Google Plus to share my videos about, but I don't socially interact with it. There's one community that I'm in Google Plus, which is Watch This Game, which is just a group of about 80 YouTubers and streamers. But yeah, there is no drive for me to use Google Plus other than those people. And more often than not, I use Google Plus just as notifications when I get comments on YouTube. That's it. You know, it's not a social network that works. And I think Google are very dominant with YouTube, because, I mean, obviously I could upload to Dailymotion or to Vimeo or whatever like that. But there is... I don't know. Twitch have been doing it for longer and are doing it better than YouTube gaming are. Now, it's still early days, there's more features to be rolled out with it, so I'm willing to be proved wrong. And I'd be very happy to be proved wrong. Like I say, if PlayStation Firmware 3 landed, and it was epic, and it worked for me, then hell yeah, I'd fucking do regular streams and do it all the time. Anyway, that's all I've got to say today. I really hope you enjoyed this commentary and this gameplay. Please do make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And as well, the people who came from Thunder's channel, thank you so much for coming over. I'll see you next week for the next Crucible chat. For now though, thank you for watching and good night.